Welcome to Simply Happy, a show where you'll be learning how to shift to a more positive perspective in easy to manage steps. Who am I? My name's Olivia. I'm a mother, a wife, the driven woman behind SimplyOli.com, and someone who ditched depression and bipolar disorder through mastering my mindset and emotions. So let's chat about some tips that have helped transform my life, because life doesn't need to look perfect to be happy. Hey there, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Happy. It's your girl, Olivia, from SimplyOli.com, coming at you with the street smarts of mental health. So today, we're talking about why it's not a setback. Yeah, there are so many things in life I think we view as setbacks or a step down, and it's just this kind of like degrading mentality. And so that's what we're chatting about today. We're gonna just knock that one out. Before we dive in really quick, if you want to be notified when new podcast episodes go live and you're listening on iTunes, or if you're listening on YouTube, hit subscribe, and that way you can be notified. If not, I just don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry. There's got to be a way. Anyway, and then also, if you want to take a minute or 5 and leave me and all your other favorite podcasters a review, that would be much appreciated. That's what's up. I'm tripping over my words today. It's gonna be a good one. All right. Anyway, let's dive in. So yeah. There have been things that I've experienced, I am currently experiencing, and I've seen friends and family experience that really they're not as bad as I feel like we make them out to be. And let me just be straight. So I'm talking about things like maybe you need to borrow money from a family member. Maybe you need to move back in with your parents. Maybe you're in my situation right now and you are selling your home to move back into an apartment. Things like that. Things where it feels like we've worked so hard to climb this ladder, and now we have to take a step or two back, and it's just defeating, and it's just a bummer, and you're like, I should be better off by now. I shouldn't be, living with my parents. I shouldn't be having to ask for money. I shouldn't have to, I don't know. Think of other examples, but you get what I'm saying. Like, there are these things that we feel not ashamed, maybe ashamed or embarrassed of, that, we're taking a step back. Maybe you've made, personal growth progress. Maybe you've been doing really well with being patient with your kids or something, I don't know, or your dogs. And then, the other day you lost it and you screamed again. I don't know. I do that. That's why I'm bringing this up. Anyway, but maybe those kinds of things are happening. And it's just a bummer because you're like, I was doing so well. What the F happened? But really, let's take a second. That's not a setback. That is not falling down. That is not you moving backwards in life. That is you reaching a point where you've gone as hard as you can go, and it's exhausting. It's legitimately exhausting. And sometimes you need to take that break for water. You need to sit down and catch your breath. You need support from, either yourself or other people. That's not something that you should be ashamed of. Obviously, as long as you're not, this sounds weird, but abusing that you're relying on it as some kind of handicap or something. I'm speaking more to the moments where it's you feel like you keep trying to sprint the marathon and you're having to walk because there's a cramp. It's not something that's happening over and over. It is something where you keep pushing and you keep trying, and you feel like, I can't stop now, otherwise, I'm going to be somehow less of a person. Don't look at it that way. The way I see it, when a runner wants to start a really successful race, they put a foot behind them. They put one foot back, And that's what you're doing when you take that moment to breathe, when you take that moment to get help, when you take that moment to take a step back and reevaluate. You are making a move that's going to allow you to gain momentum moving forward so much faster. You're taking that much needed break so you can just rocket ship off again. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Honestly, it is a necessity in life that we do that sometimes. For me, a big one was like a while back. So when we were pregnant with our first daughter, we were 7 months pregnant, out of the grand total of 9. And the house we were renting, the owner decided, I want to sell it. I don't want to rent it anymore. We had nowhere to live. We were like, oh my gosh, we're about to have a baby. Where are we going to go? It was a complete panic. And so we ended up moving back in with my mom. The beginning of me having my first daughter with my husband, you think it's the picket fence and the little family and all the things. No, we were living in one bedroom. We had one bedroom. That was our bed, our sleeping area. It was the nursery. It had the crib, and it was our office. It had a desk and a computer. We functioned out of one room. But it allowed us to be able to save up money, to be able to pivot forward, and to be able to actually buy our first home. So in that situation, that step back was really a huge opportunity for us to just move forward. And given, we're taking another quote unquote step back, we're selling our home now to move into a 2-bedroom apartment. That's a size shift, and that's okay. We're doing that so that, again, we can catch our breath, take care of some things, and then move forward again with just a really strong step. Life, it's no setbacks, dude. Life is a dance. You don't always dance in one direction. You gotta move around. I'm sorry, that just hit me in the face, and I just got really excited about it. I love these comparisons. Anyway, yes, life is a dance. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. This is a song, isn't it? Ooh. Life is a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. I don't know the rest of it. Anyway, somebody sang that song. Look it up. Promise you. Anyway, seriously though, so let's stop thinking that we need to start our lives off like this freaking rocket ship and it just goes in one direction. And if it stops, oh gosh, heaven forbid it slows down or anything. So let's stop beating ourselves up and looking down at ourselves when we have those moments where we need to take a breath, take a breather, get some water, refresh, refresh. Just the point of this is it's so common. Do not beat yourself up. It is common. It's a natural part of life. We have to do that. Otherwise, we are just going to burn out super quick. And then you just tank so much harder. There's no need for anyone to hustle that hard in life, to run that hard in life, and to just crash and burn. It's okay to get help. It's okay to take a break. It's okay. That's it. That's all I want you to know, is that is okay. It's not a setback. It is an opportunity for you to move forward even stronger than before. That is what it boils down to. It took me the whole episode to get that nugget. That's what it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, subscribe, leave a review, check out SimplyOli.com if you want to shop jewelry, if you want to get my new book, Back to Happy, if you want to do any one-on-one coaching with me, whether that's in the form of quick calls or text, or you want to do a whole refresh program. I have Simply Empowered. You can read more about it there. Anyway, all the stuff, all the things, all good. Again, thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. And as always, You keep staying simply awesome. I'll keep staying simply Ollie, and I'll chat with you on the next pod. Bye.